So the WNBA is the league Caitlin Clark is currently playing in right now. She's playing for the Indiana Fever, and that is the only basketball she's playing. Will that be the only basketball she's playing in the next few weeks? I doubt it. I doubt it. And we're seeing now, I actually saw, like, this is a video title and idea I 100% took from Robin Lundberg. I saw this title for a video. I have not seen, go subscribe to him, but I've not seen any of the content, so I'm just going to speak about the topic. Like, the WNBA is making Unrivaled look more appealing for Caitlin Clark, and I've kind of had some takes where I'm like, almost gone this far, where it's like, my whole thing was people are like, oh, she should just focus on W, and I'm like, why, if she's making $2 million from Unrivaled, would she focus on the league where she's making $75K? Especially if Unrivaled has all the best players in the world and it's bringing in big viewership. And like, I think that's a conversation that does need to be had, where it's like, everybody saying, oh, Caitlin Clark should do this. She shouldn't play in Unrivaled. You know, she shouldn't give those other WNBA players more money. She shouldn't help them out. And I'm like, one, why are people talking about Caitlin Clark like these are the ops? Like, oh, these are the ops. I can guarantee you Caitlin Clark grew up idolizing Sloot, idolizing Chelsea Gray, idolizing Kelsey Plum during her college years. I can guarantee you she was a huge UConn fan. She definitely idolized Stewie. Arguably her three best friends in the WNBA are all in the league. Yeah, cool. I get it. She's in the league. I get it. Not ideal. But still, we are looking at a situation where you have probably got a whole bunch of people that Caitlin Clark, like, heck, Caitlin Clark, when Jackie Young was balling, heck, when Caitlin Clark, in 2019, by the way, she had originally committed to Notre Dame. Do you know when she committed to Notre Dame? Who their guards were? I'm not joking. So she obviously, when she had committed, she had gone on visits. Obviously, she decommitted. She'd definitely gone on visits. She'd definitely been around the college. So she'd met the team. You know who their guards were? Arike, Jackie Young, Marina Mabry. Like, I don't. Everybody talking about how, oh, Caitlin Clark hates all these players. The reality is that these are all players that she probably really looked up to at a point in time. Caitlin Clark's somebody that you can see with everything is a huge fan of women's sports. So these are people that were realistically her heroes, her idols. And I get it, Dejanay's in the league and people don't really like that. Angel Reese is in the league and people don't really like that. And again, I think there's a mutual respect there between her and Angel Reese. I don't think either of them like each other. Like, I just want to say that. Like, you cannot... I'm sorry, the amount of abuse Angel Reese has gotten from people caused by Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark has said nothing really about it since 2023. You can tell Angel Reese does not like Caitlin Clark. And you can tell by back in the day with some likes and retweets from Caitlin's family and boyfriend, they don't like Angel Reese either. Like, whatever about Caitlin, you can definitely tell the people around Caitlin don't like Angel Reese. And fair enough. I'm sorry. Fair enough. If somebody cheap-shotted my daughter or girlfriend or sister, and somebody on the sideline jumped up and celebrated my daughter / sister / girlfriend getting cheap-shotted, I wouldn't like that person either. Nothing, like, I don't understand why people have something against Caitlin Clark's family for not liking Angel Reese. I would, like, if I was Caitlin Clark's family, I wouldn't either, after the Kennedy Carter situation. I wouldn't care about that situation, but after the Kennedy Carter situation, I wouldn't either. Not gonna lie. But, like, Unrivaled are rolling out the red carpet. They're paying probably 25 times more than WNBA salary. She's getting equity in the league. It's on TNT. There's definitely going to be other marketing things involved with Unrivaled that Caitlin Clark's going to make money out of. It means that when women's basketball is going on, she's still the face of it. Because let's just say, hypothetically, Caitlin Clark doesn't play Unrivaled and the league does better than expected, and a couple of players make it their name for themselves in Unrivaled. Like, look, this is unlikely. Players make their name for themselves in Unrivaled. People forget quick. And let's just say the college women's basketball is unbelievable again this year. And then you've got Unrivaled happens, then NCAA tournament, and then we go into the WNBA season. And not that Caitlin Clark will be forgotten, but the Caitlin Clark mania might be slightly lessened if Paige absolutely dominates in tournament and UConn win, and then Unrivaled happens and the 3-on-3 full court style of basketball turns out to be this crazy hit and everyone's watching Unrivaled and Caitlin Clark sitting at home watching some major basketball things happening and she's sitting at home not involved. Look, the reality is Unrivaled, the WNBA, you can even see it with them. Like, the league is 4 months a year? We've seen the social media. Like, Caitlin Clark has not shared a single WNBA social media post. And we've seen some of the stuff that the WNBA have done around Caitlin Clark, where it's like they will regularly misspell her name. They posted a Caitlin Clark highlights and then said Sabrina won player of the month. They made sure as hell to not put her on any graphics for assists. They calculated her assist total wrong. They wanted to make sure that the best assist of the year wasn't by Caitlin Clark, but was against Caitlin Clark, so much so they picked a random ass assist from 2023 with Victoria Vivians on the floor when Caitlin Clark was still in Iowa. Like, you can tell internally. There are a lot of people internally. Like, when you go to the WNBA, a lot of people employed by the league. If you go onto a WNBA official Twitter space, the amount of anti-Caitlin Clark stuff that has been said by the people that the WNBA are bringing in. Like, the WNBA, the people at the WNBA have employed. Heck, like, I walked by some of these people, like, when I was at the Lynx game, some of these people that were credentialed there, and I'm like, I walked past the media section to get to my seat. Obviously, I didn't even try get credentials. I wouldn't have anyway. But the amount of, like, known Caitlin Clark haters that are getting credentialed by the WNBA, and, like, these are people not only that are getting credentialed, but when the WNBA has to do stuff themselves, they are bringing these people on. Heck, like, there is people that have, I've seen people be invited to things by the WNBA that have literally threatened to shoot people. Like, Caitlin Clark fans. I'm not joking with that. So I'm like, the WNBA, the league itself, and I don't mean everybody. I mean, I think it is a very small percentage of people. The problem is that those small percentage of people are the ones that actually have control, are actively against her. So, like, why would she have any sort of... She's played in the league, she's done it, she's not going to stop playing the W, but why would she have some sort of, like, unbelievable loyalty to a league that, for lack of a better word, doesn't seem to want her, versus a league that is rolling out the red carpet for her, is going to pay her millions of dollars, and she's definitely going to have pretty much protection. Whereas in the WNBA, they let them beat the crap out of her. You better believe in Unrivaled, if anyone touches Caitlin Clark in a way that is in something that's a non-basketball play, they're going to be on the first plane out of Miami. So she's going to play. Like, there's a 0% chance she's not going to play. She's going to play in Unrivaled. And you know what? If I was her, it would be one of those situations where it's like, maybe if you have to play in one or the other, maybe playing in Unrivaled is a better freaking decision than playing in the W. At least for the time being.